Welcome to the Hall of Heroes.
On August 22nd comes an unprecedented global fan event.
Hello, everybody. It's all DC, all the time. DC Fandome is unlike anything you've ever seen before. I'm actually standing inside a stage that Jim Lee himself drew. How incredibly cool is that?
That's crazy, right?
This worldwide mega event is for DC fans across the globe.
Ça va, DC Fandome?
Hola, mi gente.
Guten Tag, meine Freunde.
We've got exclusive footage, insider info, the latest DC news, and huge announcements.
You know what I'm talking about.
There was no way that I could come here and not bring a look at the movie.
Yes. There's so much cool content to look at.
That was a really special episode.
Designed just for you, the absolute DC fan.
It's amazing. Whoop, whoop.
There's something that I can show you.
Exclusive content!
Stuff that seems impossible ends up becoming possible.
I am beyond excited to be sharing this moment with you guys.
Awesome.
Hang on tight, because we are about to whisk you around the DC Fandome. Are you guys ready? Let's get this thing started.
DC Fandome, Hall of Heroes. All fans welcome. 24 hours only. August 22nd. And there's only one place you can experience it, at DCFandome.com.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. So they dropped a big DC Fandome trailer with previews of all the trailers and all the footage they're going to be showing off in the panel. So we'll break it all down and I'll explain what they've changed about the event because they've kind of broken it into two halves now. I'll be doing videos for all those big trailers, so be sure to subscribe to get everything. I'll be doing a special giveaway during that too. I'll number these as we go along just to stay organized, but just starting with the big stuff first. Matt Reeves teasing new footage of the Batman movie, of course, in the new muscle car version of the Batmobile. Like, you look inside this digital space, this is all green screen that they're standing on. They just create this digital environment around them. But as he says, I couldn't show up and not bring a new look at the movie, and then it zooms out and you see the silhouette of the new Batmobile. So obviously, that's part of the new footage that they're going to be showing off. That's kind of the thing they do when new Batman movies and new versions of Batman come out. Christopher Nolan did a version of that same thing with Christian Bale's Batman before Batman Begins came out. They showed off what Christian Bale's Batman was going to look like, and then they showed off the brand new version of the Batmobile, the Tumbler. And if you're old enough, you might remember them doing the exact same thing way back in the 80s when they were introducing Michael Keaton's Batman for the first time, way before they ever dropped the first trailer for that Batman movie. That was actually before studios dropped trailers online, so the only way to see Keaton in the Batman costume or the Batmobile before that movie trailer screened in a theater or on TV was in print. You literally had to buy a magazine or a newspaper. We even just got the official first look at the new Batman symbol. So even though you've seen it on the chest of Robert Pattinson's new Batman costume, a lot of theories about the Easter eggs in this and how he makes this Batman symbol, this is what the symbol itself will look like. Matt Reeves' new Batmobile is a combination of a couple different modified muscle cars. It's meant to be a very Batman Year 1, Year 2 early prototype for what would later become the more powerful armored Batmobiles he create later in his career. Remember, Robert Pattinson's Batman isn't supposed to be Batman Year 1, but it's still relatively early in his career, like Batman Year 2 or Batman Year 3. Like, this is supposed to look like a car that he could have bought off the street from someone somewhere and then just modified with a giant engine, more armor plating, and weaponry to turn it into like the derby car from hell and just punish it up and down Gotham while he's chasing down villains all over the streets. The footage that they showed off earlier this year kind of gives you a look inside the car too. Very bare bones, very rally car looking, but it does have electronics in it. It's just not quite as advanced as the later Batmobiles from, say, like Christian Bale's Batman and the Tumbler, which was a giant tank, or even Keaton's Batmobile, which was supposed to be a much more advanced version of the car later in his career. I've already done a much more in-depth video on the new Batmobile design and all the Easter eggs that they showed off, so I'll add a link for that in the description. And I'll put all the links for the trailers that they release in the descriptions of the videos this weekend too. But it's also possible Matt Reeves shows off a first look at Catwoman, Gordon, and some of the other villains. We know what most of them look like, or at least have a pretty good idea. The only big change that I'm expecting from, say, like previous Batman, like Christian Bale's Batman in this movie, is that Robert Pattinson isn't going to be driving this car on any rooftops or anything like that. Remember, the Tumbler was literally a giant modified military tank, and this is meant to be more of a traditional muscle car that's just been armored up big time. He's also got a modified version of the Batpod, the Batman motorcycle that he's driving around, and all the footage that we saw earlier this year, too. Then there's James Gunn and the whole main cast of the Suicide Squad teasing some footage and reveals of which characters all of them are playing. I've done a couple videos about this already because we do know who some of them are playing, but not all the characters. That's why they have this giant Zoom call situation going on with all the actors on screen at once. That's why there's so many of them, just to introduce who the big characters are and who they're all playing. I don't know how much literal footage they're going to show off from the actual movie, or if it'll just be them revealing the characters. Most of the actual panels with the directors talking about the movie, the themes, the story, the characters, are only going to be about a half an hour long. The teaser that James Gunn dropped for the Suicide Squad movie a couple of days ago just shows them doing a bunch of other stuff too during that panel, just having fun. So it sounds like it'll be half them talking about the movie, the characters, the story, and then the other half them just having fun.
Here it is, everything.
It feels like high school again.
It totally feels like high school.
We're gonna have some competition. Jeopardy rules, guys. Pronounce it right.
You can't just give away the point.
He's not on our team? I thought you were on my team too.
Are you excited to be a part of DC Fandome?
This is gonna be great.
I have a little something special in store for you.
I know a lot of you are really excited about the games that they're showing off. There is some Injustice footage playing on the panels here during the trailer, and yes, there are rumors about Injustice 3 actually happening, but the big two games that they're showing off are the new Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League game and the supposed new Batman Arkham game. They've been dropping a bunch of weird teasers for that supposed Arkham game the past couple of days. The funny thing about that too is that they keep saying, watch this space, decode this teaser, we have a big announcement tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and they drop another cryptic teaser saying, decode this, wait another day for more info, and the cycle of torture repeats. I don't know quite as much about what's going on with the video games as I do about the movies, but the rumor right now is that that new Batman Arkham game is going to be a soft reboot of the franchise. There's a bunch of Aquaman footage playing during this, and yes, there will be an Aquaman 2 panel with James Wan, maybe even Jason Momoa zooming in. The Wonder Woman 1984 trailer that they're going to be dropping early in the morning will finally show off more Cheetah in full comic book Cheetah form. I know everybody's just been waiting to see it, just hoping that it doesn't look like the Cats movie. No joke, I think that they actually freaked out when the Cats movie came out and they just tuned some of the special effects for Cheetah, because that happened a while ago. They had plenty of time to fix things if they wanted to fix them before the movie came out. There's footage during this trailer of the Flash movie director claiming he's got something from the movie to show off. I'm assuming it's either concept art of the brand new Flash suit or Michael Keaton's Batman, because right now that's where most of the attention is. And later in this trailer, there's also some footage from Keaton's first Batman 1989 movie. Then there's a bunch of footage of Zack Snyder in the Justice League Snyder Cut trailer. He's been posting teasers every day, way more than the other directors, so he'll continue to do that up until his actual panel. He'll continue to tweet out teasers like this for the next couple of days, so it'll just be fun to see what it is that he releases. The trailer that he's going to be showing off on Saturday will just be a much more complete, much longer version of an actual trailer. Most of the footage he's shown off so far are really just small clips from the movie that they've strung together, like Superman in the black suit. I've already done a couple videos about that. There's the Wonder Woman Darkseid scene. I've talked about that. They also weirdly have footage of the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix in this trailer too, but I don't think they have any big announcements about a Joker sequel or anything like that. On the TV show side things, they're showing off the Flash Season 7 trailer. I'm assuming it's mostly Reverse Flash Red Death setup stuff, because originally that was going to be their Season 6 finale, but then they had to cancel those episodes because of the virus. During the trailer, they say that this is going to be available worldwide, but if you find that it's not available in your country for some reason, just use a VPN. Oftentimes, that's the solution to so many problems. But you also probably heard that they broke DC Fandome into 2 different days. What they did is that they're going to just do most of the movie stuff this Saturday, all the big movie trailers and everything. Then a couple weeks later, on September 12th, they're going to do the other half of the panels for most of the other TV shows and the lesser stuff. So all the big stuff is happening this weekend. As long as you have alerts enabled for my channel, you should see all those videos when I post them. While you wait for everything, click here for The Boys Season 3 teaser of Jensen Ackles and the character that he's going to be playing during Season 3. It's hilarious. And click here for the Batman teaser trailer video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.